This was the most extreme safety shot of Ding Junhui's career. After the cue ball knocked the red away, it rolled perfectly onto the blue, while the red raced straight toward the corner pocket from both directions, finally hanging right over the pocket. This snooker was literally do or die. The blue ball limits the cue ball's angle, forcing the opponent to go off the top cushion to hit the red. If he misses, he'll leave a chance, but if he does hit that red hanging over the pocket, it'll probably drop. At this point, Ding was already down by more than 7 points, making a comeback even harder. Leading by 66 points, Jinlong didn't need to worry about leaving anything, but he kept circling the table looking for the best escape route. As Ding Junhui's fellow student under the same coach, Jinlong knew perfectly well that one mistake on this escape shot would put him completely on the back foot. Unfortunately, the overly cautious Jinlong couldn't get the angle right and got hit with a 4-point foul, but being ahead on points, he didn't have to keep playing this safety, though still 3 points behind. Ding Junhui had control of the table. Now he needed to create another snooker that would force a foul to turn things around. To make the escape harder for his opponent, Ding chose to pot an extra red, saving the last red for safety play. Before this match, Ding had just won the Welsh Open in the UK, only returning to China the day before this tournament started. This left him with a cold start, and Jinlong immediately got in to build a winning lead. But after a positional error, Ding used that extreme snooker to turn the tide, smoothly potting 3 red-black combinations. What followed was an intense tactical battle between them.
Ding Junhui, 24.
This shot was meant to hide the cue ball behind the yellow, but the angle was off. Luckily, both balls ended up in decent positions. Jinlong's shot left the black frozen against the cushion, making Ding's comeback much tougher, because after forcing a foul with a snooker, Ding would need to pot a red-black combo to win by 1 point. After several more safety exchanges, Ding finally seized his chance to school the younger Jinlong. After the cue ball knocked the red away, it stuck tight to the pink, creating a dangerous snooker. Facing this watertight safety, could Jinlong escape this time?
Foul.
The cue ball went 3 cushions around the angles and successfully hit the red. The crowd instantly burst into applause. But before Jinlong could celebrate, the referee called a foul. The slow-motion replay showed Jinlong's cue ball accidentally touched the pink on the shot. 6-point foul. His comfortable lead vanished instantly. Even worse, the cue ball position gave away a free ball. Now Ding Junhui could use any colored ball as a red. Surprisingly, the cue ball ended up tied on the blue, making the table unplayable again. Back to safety play looking for chances. So precise. While playing safe, he also freed up the black, setting up for a potential clearance and comeback. This forward-thinking shot put Jinlong in an even tougher spot, because one mistake now would likely cost him the match. Talk about Murphy's Law. Jinlong made a critical error, the 2 balls nearly creating an impossible position. Though the colored balls weren't on their spots, they were all potable.